Welcome to another video with Asus VivoTab Note 8 tablet PC, which is also called the N80TA. We have read about this before. It's a really beautiful 8-inch device with a HD IPS display. That means from the side also we can see the colors beautifully, they don't change, and it's also fast since we have the Intel VivoTab Z3740 processor inside with 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gig internal memory or 64 gig of internal memory, which you can actually also expand here via a micro SD quite easily here with the micro SD card slot. We have here the Windows 8 button, so we can go back and forth between the last programs, like you can see here, just go back and forth. Or you can of course just go to your desktop and then have different options open, or for example even just the system information. As you can see here, maybe on the 1280x800 pixel resolution display, Z3740 VivoTab processor, 32 bits. And let's go a little bit further around the device. After we can show you a little bit around the software. We have the on and off switch right here, volume control. There's the stylus, which is the only Windows 8 tablet right now with an HD screen and a sub $300 or sub $400 price range with a stylus inside, and it's even a Wacom stylus, so that's really quite nice. I will demonstrate it to you in a second. Let's just go a little bit further around the device where we have, as I told you already, micro SD and Windows button. On the bottom there was nothing, but on the other side, on the top we have the micro USB for charging and the headphone port. Here's the charging cable. I just unplugged it so we can check maybe also a little bit the 15.5 watt hour battery in a second when it's discharging for a few minutes. We have a 1.2 megapixel camera on the front, which we can also try out, and on the back there's a 5 megapixel camera, which we will also check out in just a second, or actually right now, since it was set to the 5 megapixel on the back. You can see this is going here quite fast. If I just get up the settings here on the bottom, we can just switch to the front, where then the status LED turns on, and you can see also the front camera is quite nice here in HD. 1.2 megapixel is totally fine and really quite nice to use. So we can just go here back to the Windows home screen and look at the back maybe a little bit, where we have, as I said, the 5 megapixel camera, nice little, not a rubberish bag, but it's good to just hold Asus logo, and here on the bottom there are the speakers, and I actually have the Dell tablet also here with me, the Dell Venue 8 Pro, which I actually have, you can see in terms of size and material, they are kind of similar. Both can use the Wacom stylus, but for the Dell you have to buy it for yourself separately, and the Asus is now coming out as the first tablet, as I said, that has it inside. In terms of width and weight, we have 380 grams here for the Asus, and it's 1 centimeter or just 10 millimeters thick.